Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlrynae. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlrynae. Good girl. This is of course the SLOTRO edition, and we are of course playing our elf here in the dwarven outpost of Gondomar. So last time when we left off, we had brought Timar here. Timar? No, not Timar. It was Askel. Askel news of what had happened with his brother, I believe. Up there in Gondomar, we had in fact been spending a lot of time, not in Gondomar, in the Hothlin. We had spent a lot of time right around here, around the Grim Water, and had picked up quite a few quests. If I can pull them up, there we go. As you see, picked up quite a few quests in that area. And in the process had managed to get ourselves defeated. So I'm afraid that the level 15 and level 20 titles for going without a defeat are beyond our grasp now. But hey, the only person I've gotten them on so far is Gnarlo anyway. So here we go. What we're going to do today, we're going to go down here to another Brother's Sorrow and the plundered port down here in Kheledul. That is down here at the end of the road. The dwarven port right down there on the River Loon that the Dourhead still control. In fact, that and Sarner are still the two largest sections of power that they have. And we are going to head down there and see what is happening in that area of the world. Let's see. We need to go down a level, don't we? Trying to figure out where the doorway went, and it's because we're not down here on it quite yet. So we are going to go on down this way. And when I get down there to Kheledul, we will pull up and look at a history of the quest. I know it has been a while. It hasn't been quite as long a while as it was for my regular SLOTRO edition, where it was a little over 2 weeks. I think it was like 15 days since the last episode when I got it up 2 days ago. Hasn't been quite that long yet, but it has been about a week. So we will go ahead and look at the history and all then. And I will join you whenever we get down there to Kheledul. Okay, we just went through the intersection there that heads off down to the south toward the Elven lands. And instead, we are following it on eastward into the area of Kheledul here. Now, remember last time we came down this way, we were getting that bow for that guy that he had been giving the elven bow and thought he wasn't worthy, and it had been taken away from him down here where he was practicing, taken away by one of the dwarf captains. And we said we saw these two guys, Svarner and Sigurdor, sitting here over by this marker, by this monument, and we figured there was definitely going to be a quest involving them, and Lord, if we didn't find one. So let us go ahead and take a look at the history here of it right quick. Askel's directed us to come down here and find Sigurdur, a hot-headed young dwarf. And he says, after we got up there and killed the captain of the Dourhands up there in the Grimwater, says, "Though my brother is avenged, I fear that at my sorrow I spoke too plainly to a younger dwarf who now risks his own life to avenge his own brother, a member of Gelir's company. The dwarf, Sigurdur, went towards Kheledul to avenge his brother, but likely is at a tower on the outskirts of the port with the deposed dockmaster Svarner. Follow the road east beyond Thrassy's cabin toward the shore, and keep an eye out for Sigurdur. I pray you are not too late to stop his folly." Okay, so this is Sigurdur. He's going down there to avenge his brother. And there's Svarner, who is apparently the old dockmaster there, who was thrown out whenever the Dourhands took over. So let us go ahead and talk to Sigurdur about the situation.
Well met, friend.
Askel told me not to go, but I would hear nothing of his warning. My brother Arndor was not much older than myself, and I felt I must avenge him. I failed. The Dour Hands are too rooted within that port for one dwarf, more miner than warrior, to dislodge. You, though, you are hale and hearty warrior, else you would not be here.
Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a moment?
Okay. Exacting revengeance. I did attempt to fight my way through the port in search of the leader, to no avail. His cowardice keeps him well hidden, and his lackeys give my legs a good beating. Were it not for Svarner, I likely would have fallen to them as well. I failed to avenge Andor. I am not fit for another foray, but you have helped, Askel, and I hope that you will help me. Below us, in the valley to the east, lay the port of Kheledul, and therein the Dour Hands. Will you go there and strike down a goodly number of the forces there, so I might be able to give my brother the vengeance that he deserves? So we need to go down and defeat 8 Dour Hands here at Kheledul. I think we can do that. Just a little bit closer to the actual... walls ourselves, and I think we will come up as being in Kheledul. We should see the name change right over here. And it's going to be daylight here soon. Nope. Late watches? Isn't that the late watches? That's right before dawn? Yeah, fore dawn. It was the late watches. Now we're in the fore dawn. So we should be seeing that name change. We should be seeing the sky come up. Pretty soon be able to see a nice dawn here as well. Okay, let's see. Are we gonna have to... It looks like maybe we are actually gonna have to go into Kheledul itself, because we still have not changed. I bet we pull both of these. That won't be a trouble. Come on, let me hit you with my stick. There we go. I was amazed that both of them didn't get pulled on over here. Okay. Now, we got those 2 down. Oh, here we go. Hang on. Let's make sure we get our, let our hit points heal back up. Let our morale heal back up. I have to remember that I'm not quite as invincible. It's part of my problem over there with the Dour Hands when we got our butts kicked. I'm not quite as invincible as Gnarlo was at this age. Because I'm not wearing all that Matham armor Hobbit present stuff. And get a little closer and hit you with my stick. There we go. That's 3 Dour Hands down. There's the first of the treasure boxes we're looking for. I'm going to go ahead and take out the Hindraval there. That'll help as well with our Hindraval deed. In just a moment, we should be leveling up level 13 as well. I'll go ahead and grab this one. Get the first of the treasure boxes. Oh, there we go. Let's hit them with my stick. There. And what does the treasure box say? A locked box containing treasure looted by the Dour Hands. That's the first of 6 of those we have to collect for the plundered port there. I was turning down the volume just a little bit. Just a little loud in my ear there. Had it turned up so loud I was actually hearing it in my left ear. And that is an unusual circumstance. Hit them with the stick. There we go. Level 13. Okay. First thing we're going to do is we are going to dismiss stacks and resummon her. So that she'll be level 13 as well. And we've hit the quest available destination Breland. You are well on your way to becoming a hero of Middle-earth. It is time to head for Bree. See, everything pushing you along, pushing you along, pushing you along there. Let's take a look at our... nothing there. That's dropped to a light blue, but everything else is still in the white to yellow range, so we're okay. We're going to let this build up a little bit until we get up close to the end of 13, and then we'll stop. I don't think that'll happen in this particular playthrough, in today's particular adventure. In addition, this is the first time in a while that I have actually gotten an episode up before the update drops. Update number 20 lands today. Update number 20 lands today. I haven't looked at the update notes. It is called At the Black Gate, so it's definitely going to be involving, story-wise, Aragorn and the crew. Aragorn and the Free Peoples, I would imagine, marching on the gates of Morannon there to try and distract Sauron's eye away from the area that areas that Frodo and Sam are in. Yeah, let's not get all too tangled up in too many of those. I think I'm going to go straight on ahead here. Let's take this guy out. Is he within range? Yes, he is. There we go. And now this one. See if we can work our way on around. I might try and get the ones over there on the left. See 2 boxes just sitting over there. But we got another one over here as well. So yeah, the update 20 is coming. It's going down at 8:30 this morning. We'll be staying down to 1 o'clock Eastern. That is, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. That is, of course, Eastern time, being here just outside of Atlanta. And that is about 2.5, 3 hours away from me here. Now, how many more have we got? We've gotten we've got enough for Sigurdor. We still need to get 2 more boxes. And I see a treasure box right up here. So let's see if we can get on up there and grab it. I remember doing this on my Dwarf Glennoran back in the day, and it was a situation where, you know, he was tough enough being a guardian. He just basically, as soon as he got all the treasure boxes, he just took off running and ran for the exit as fast as he could. And in the process, managed to, I'm worried I'm going to pull all 3 of them, perhaps. Or at least these 2. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we're not... Yep, I'm definitely going to pull those 2. Go ahead and do that. Okay, not too bad. Now, let's get both of these. And then we will see if we can get on out. Yeah, at this point, my Dwarf Glennoran just headed for the exit as fast as he could with his armor and his abilities to tank like crazy. He just took off and didn't have any trouble getting on out of here around all the ones that had respawned behind him. I don't think we're going to have quite that easy a time of it. We might be able to scoot on past those 2 at the gate. Yep. In fact, I'm going to let Stax deal with them while I head on out the door. And I figure Stax can just earn me up some free experience behind me. There we go. Battle's over. Little worse for wear. Little bit more damage than... and the others have turned back again. Oh, actually, it looks like Stax has turned back again. Saw her go running off into the distance. Okay, let's talk to Sigurdur. We have exacted some vengeance in your name, my friend.
Well met, friend.
My brother may not know that this has been done, but I do, and this will give me leave to rest at night. I am ever in your debt, Gnarlrynae. I will miss my brother, but I will know that his death is avenged, and that the dour hands are weakened now to a point where we Longbeards may drive them finally from our lands.
Excuse me again. I don't know why speaking Dwarven is having such a hard time. All right, there was nothing from Svarner, huh? I am kind of surprised by that. I wonder if we hook up with Savarner whenever we come back here on the prologue. The one that takes us back down here to rescue Averthal. That is a possibility here. Okay, at this point, we are going to go up back to the bring the treasure boxes back to Askel, and I will meet up with y'all whenever we have gotten back to Gondomon there. So we will see you again soon. We're coming up on Gondomon here, and as we said, here we go with the sun rising. Dawn is upon us. It came up just as we were crossing over the hill right there. Dawn came on up. And we are going to come on in here and talk to Askel about the plundered port. He's up here on top. And we will go and talk to him. Let him know we have gotten a bunch of the boxes, I guess, that he wanted. And he didn't even ask about the dwarf, did he? That he sent us down there in the first part. Let's see here. The plundered port.
Well met.
Very well done. I think my brother would be satisfied with this blood price. I will send this treasure to Thorin's Hall, and perhaps we can use it to defeat the Dourheads once and for all.
All right, let's see what we have here. Now that treasure is actually something we have to look at as something that will do us good. Let's see. We've got light armor shoulder here. The one that we got was 13 armor and a 19 crit rating. The other's at 18 armor and a 9 power. I think even though this is priced higher, we are going to stick with the shining cloth shoulder pads. I am going to take a quick look at the look of them in the... Yeah, those are a little bit too gaudy and everything for me, so we're going to hold off on that. And this will be one of the times, because we got better stuff in the world loot. I am actually going to see if I can't, there we go with the most expensive thing that we can sell back. Okay, and now we have got,
Might you lend me an ear?
another quest on Mr. Askel here. Gondomon to Breetown. I guess it kind of goes along with Destination Breland there. Quest level 15. I told you, we've talked about with Gnarlo way back years ago how all these travel quests are rated much higher than they should be.
You've done good, Gnarlrynae, but there's a whole wide world out there for you to explore. And if you want to start somewhere, Breetown is as good as any place to start. Go east until the Blue Mountains are far behind. It's a long journey, so be sure to pack plenty of supplies. The Shire folk may be able to offer you assistance on your travels. When you arrive in Bree, be sure and seek out the mayor of the town. If there's work to be found, he'll know where to find it.
Okay, we'll go ahead and accept that one as well. And I do believe that that right there is where we are going to call it. This is going to be a little bit shorter episode than usual, but we are going to be trying to get a few more extras up this week. I am off this entire week. In fact, I do not go back to work until next Monday, which is, let's see, 7 days away. So I've got 6 whole days and 7 nights before I get there. So looking forward to it. So I hope y'all have enjoyed it. Thank y'all for following along. Thank y'all for putting up with the long breaks in between some of these episodes sometimes. As I've said, there are times where, like the episode, like the title of last episode, the real world just keeps on hassling me. But we're under a little bit less hassle now. So while I think about which one of the old bones or misplaced cook or which thing we're going to do in the Hothlin next, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.